Have you ever scrolled through social media and you see someone making so much money from a skill set that you're clearly good at? And you're like, wait a minute, how is this person able to make so much money while I am stuck in my 9 to 5? Listen, the difference between both of you is you haven't figured out how to package that skill set and sell it yet. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you 5 signs that your skill set could be the ticket to you making so much more. And I'm also going to be sharing with you the necessary steps that you need to take to make that happen. Now, let's dive right in. Now, the first sign that you need to look out for is this. Is this skill set a skill set that people always ask you for, right? So are you good at something that people are always asking for your help? Can you help me do this? You're very good at this stuff. Why don't you go ahead and pursue this? Why don't you make this a business? Why don't you make this a career, right? You have to figure out like, what is that skill set that stands out very well, that even though you're not yet operating fully in that skill set, people already see that about you and people are already telling you and pushing you in that direction. That could just be the skill set that might be your ticket to financial freedom. For example, one of the skill sets that I have is my love for interior designs and, all things styling. I love a very nice home. I'm very good at styling. And a lot of people always tell me, can you help me design my home? What are your thoughts on this? How do you think I should place this in my home? And that is something that I knew, from all of these questions and requests I used to get, that this is a skill set I probably need to pursue because there is light at the end of the tunnel for this. I can make money from this. And I decided to go ahead and pursue this and monetize that skill set. And I've been able to go ahead to, design so many homes just in the space of a year by just following that skill set. So it's important for you to figure out like, what are those pointers, right? What is this skill set that people are always telling me that I'm very good at? People are always asking for my help, and I've been doing it free of charge. It's time for you to package it and begin to sell it, because that's what that person did, right? That person that you're seeing on social media every day, raking in all of those dollars. They decide to package that idea, that skill set, into a valuable product or service, and now they're selling it to the world. Now, the second sign you want to watch out for is a skill set that you get results from, right? Now, it's good for you to have knowledge, but people just don't pay for your knowledge because knowledge is everywhere. People are paying for results. So what is that skill set that you know that you have? This skill has given you results in your life, and you know that it can give results in the life of the next person. That is a skill set that you might want to really own into and see whether you can monetize it, because if you've gotten results for yourself, you could also get results for other people. And that's what people are looking up. So people are looking for someone who's going to show them that roadmap, someone who's been there, someone who's done that, someone who's going to help them avoid all of those mistakes and just take them straight to the finish line. So if you're very good in something and you believe that that thing can transform the next person's life, then that's something that you want to consider, because trust me, that is the sign that that skill could actually transform your life. Now, the third sign you want to watch out for is a skill set where you can either teach people or teach others to do it. Now, there are 2 ways to make money, right? Either you do something for people or you teach other people how to do it, right? So you can make money by helping someone do something directly, right? Or you could make money by teaching other people to be able to do that thing themselves and empower them to be able to do it. Now, in my own situation as an agile coach, I've been an agile coach. I've worked in the industry for years and, over a decade. And now I'm able to teach other people to also be in that industry and also earn 6 figures in their career and also be able to grow. So I'm able to not just do it for myself, not just get the results for myself. I'm also able to teach other people, right, to get the same results in their lives. Now, that's a sign you want to watch out for. So if you're very good in something and you find out that you can also teach other people, then that's a sign you really want to watch out for. For example, I had a friend who is very good at cooking. She loves to cook. She even tells me that cooking is a way of relieving stress for her. I'm like, really? So she loves to cook and she cooks all kinds of meals. Guess what? She went from cooking for people to start teaching other people how to also cook these delicacies so that they can also experience, varieties of food in their homes. That's how you monetize your skill set, package it and begin to sell it. And so if you figure out that I have the skill set where I'm not only good at it, I've not only gotten results for myself, I'm able to also help other people get results, and I'm also able to teach people, then that's a sign that you want to pursue that kind of skill set. All right. Now, another sign you want to watch out for is this. If people are already paying other people for the same skill set, then you know that that's your sign, because if other people can get paid for it, then you know that this is an industry that is already in demand, right? You just need to figure out how to glue and connect yourself to that industry and find your own target audience, right? So once you figure out like, oh, there is a need for this service, people are already actively paying other people for that service, then they can pay me for that service. I just need to package my own idea, find my own unique proposition, and then market myself to the world. So that's your fourth sign that that skill set can actually make you money. Now, why am I sharing all of this signs? So often we think that other people can do it. Well, we cannot do it. So these signs are to guide you to know that you have everything that you need to get the job done. So don't just scroll social media looking at things happening for other people. Start thinking of how those things could also happen for yourself. You have the skill set, and now you know the signs that are pointing into the direction that you got to wake up and go make it happen for yourself. Now, the fifth sign that tells you that you could be making so much money with this skill set is that you have a skill that can solve problems for people. Now, one thing I like to tell you is this: people don't necessarily care about your skills, right? People don't care about you. They care about themselves. So they care about what your skill can do for them. And so if you have a skill set that you believe can empower other people, it can help other people to make money, then that's a sign that that's something you want to pursue, because your skill set can empower the next person to make so much money. For example, I keep going back to my agile business, and that's because it's such a live demonstration of what I am preaching, right? As an agile coach with so much knowledge, nobody cares about the fact that I'm an agile coach. Am I making the money that she's making? No. But now, why do they care about me? They care about me because now I'm able to use my skill to empower them to also have the same knowledge, resources, and be exposed to what they need to know to allow them to also be able to earn as much as I earn. Now, that's what they care about. And that's why they're going to gravitate themselves towards me, buy my courses and just want to learn more from me, because now there's something valuable that I am giving to them. And at the end of the day, they are making money. Now, who doesn't want to make money, right? If you can teach anyone how to make money, if you can teach anyone how to empower themselves or help people empower themselves, guess what? They are going to buy from you. So these are the signs that you need to watch out for as you begin to think through, okay, how do I, figure out the skill set that I want to actually monetize, and how do I need to go about it? All right. So now that you know that you have a monetizable skill at your fingertips, what is the next step for you to do? Now, during the process, it's possible that you identify so many skill sets that you have, right? One of the things I want you to do is pick one, right? Don't go about the bush, right? You can't do so many things at the same time. You don't have so much, time. You don't have so much resources. So pick one out of all the options that you think that you have, right? Because I know in the world of social media, it happens to me too. I'm on social media. I see someone excelling in this area. I'm like, oh, I got the skill. I can do it. And the next thing, I see someone else in another skill set that I have. I'm like, I can do that too. And then before you know it, I'm like, I can do all of this, but you can't do everything, even if you know that you can, right? Or rather, let me rephrase. You can't do everything at once, even if you know that you have the capacity to do that, right? So it's possible for you to have multiple skill sets, but then you kick them off at different points in your life when one of them are stabilized, so that you're not burning yourself out, right? So pick your most marketable skill set that you feel like, okay, this is the boom skill set that I think is going to just blow up, right? Find what that marketable skill is and, pick that. And then the next step will be for you to package that into an offer, right? What is that valuable thing that you want to offer to that next person that will transform that person's life? All right. The third step will be for you to then now find your first paying clients. And now, how do you find your paying clients? You have to let the world know that you offer this service. So there are multiple ways you could go through that, right? Use social media. I said that in my last video. Social media is a playing field for everyone. Anyone across the world could find you. So make sure that you advertise your services, you advertise your product so that people know that you are offering this service and so that they can pay you. The first step is make sure that you are charging for what that product is worth. One mistake we make is we start a business and we don't charge right, and it becomes overwhelming because it feels like I'm working extra hard and I'm not making money for it. So make sure that you're charging your worth, right? So that at the end of the day, it's worth it for you. Remember that many of us still have our full-time jobs. Many of us have families. We have other things that we're doing. So if we're trying to bring business into the mix, it's got to be worth your time, right? So you just don't want to start a business and then start at the wrong price point. And before you know it, it gets frustrating. I've been there. My very first business was a disaster. And I had to close after my first year because even though it was somewhat, what's the word now? I don't want to use the word successful because if it was successful, why would I close it, right? Even though like there was opportunity for it, the price points that I started with was not even worthwhile. And it was not just worth the stress for me. And so I just had to close it after a year. So don't make that same mistake. Make sure that whatever business that you choose is a business that can fund whatever lifestyle that you have. Because at the end of the day, why are we working? Right? We're working to support the lifestyles that we have. So make sure that whatever business you're choosing is able to support the lifestyle that you love and that you care about. All right. And then over time, you're able to charge much more. But then you know that there is, you've created the right systems and things in place maybe to allow you to charge much more. Now you've heard it from me. I've shared with you the 5 signs that skill set that you've been sitting on is that skill set that could potentially gravitate your life and help you overcome this difficulty and help you achieve financial freedom. Now, I want you to drop in the comments and let me know what that skill set is that you're thinking about and what you're going to do about it to get started today. Like I always say, I know the life can be very overwhelming. We have so much on our plate, but if you are ready to take the next step, right, to monetize that skill set, but you don't know how to, and you're looking for help, I would love to be your coach. So please feel free to reach out to me, send me a message, drop a comment. I'm there in the comment section, reading all of your comments, or send me an email and we could always work out a plan for you. I wish you all of the best this year. And like I always say, this 2025 is our money making year and we're going to have more than enough, but you've got to take action. All right. So if you're ready to take action, drop me a message and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.